Let's go. Let me post this.
Hey, how y'all
What
doing out
is
there?
up?
What's going on?
What is going on, everyone?
What the business is? All that good stuff, man. We here. We is here in the place to be. Yeah.
We ain't got too much time left.
Yeah, we ain't got too much time left, man. We here. Let's do this thing.
All over your temperament, and that ass tempting me. Sorry, I'm speaking out loudly. 2 minutes left till midnight. Yeah, like last call at the bar. Yeah.
It's actually 15
Minutes
minutes to midnight, you know what I'm saying? But we just played it a little bit. We about to go on to this thing, man. How y'all doing out there?
I gave about 60 seconds, put it on the clock. Pressure.
We in the place to be, and we about to start this thing off, man. I'm actually gonna turn the music off. We're gonna go straight in the crypto news, baby, with your boy Crypto Dragon. The business is, man.
What is up, everyone? I have some awesome news today because, as you know, I am an advocate of XRP and its utilization across the XRP ledger, and how Ripple is making networks happen. Like when I tell you that Ripple is on the rise with a whole bunch of stuff, because we already know that they was already in the AEU making dealings with them to set stuff up. Now the next thing of what they've done is this. The Arab Prince launches first XRP-based treasury. Software engineer says this is the real deal. So now let me point out to you guys how critical this is. The Saudi prince, the Arab prince, has launched its first XRP-based treasury. Do you know how huge that is? When the
I got a comment. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? From Jamie P. What's up, Jamie P?
Hey, Jamie. But you know how critical and how serious this is because the Arab Prince has launched this first XRP-based treasury. Can you go ahead and make sure that you pull that up so people can see that? I did put that in our crypto chat that we have, big bro. That way people can see this for themselves. But this is major. So listen. A recent tweet by software engineer and market analyst, Vincent Van Code, has drawn attention to a significant development in the digital asset space, highlighting the formation of the first XRP-based focused treasury strategy by a publicly listed company. Van Code stated that an Arab prince launched first XRP-based treasury, emphasizing that this is not speculative, but a confirmed initiative. He further mentioned that the initiative involves 120 million XRP acquisition, noting that the prince met with President Donald Trump and Ripple board members. Van Code concluded by asserting the significance of the development and the strong conviction among those involved, writing, "They know, just like we know, never shaken, holding strong." Pause for a moment. Didn't I just say something yesterday in regards to another company pumping millions of dollars into the XRP?
Yes, you did say that.
And now the Arab prince is launching 120 million into XRP in order to buy it. Once again, folks, if you've been following what we've been saying here, and if you've been buying the XRP on these little dips and other stuff, which I need to go ahead and make sure that I capitalize on what's going on so that way I can get me a little bit more as well too, hold your XRP. Because if Saudi princes, asset management groups, BlackRock, 21 Canary Shares, a couple of other asset management group companies are buying XRP, putting it in escrow, because once you put it in escrow, that means that it's locked up for X amount of time. And then allowing people to borrow against said escrow so that way they can trade, so that way they don't necessarily have to hold the asset, but they can fundamentally trade against it and do other stuff, which means to where those people that hold said asset in escrow are making money on the back end for every transaction that's done per fee. So why would you want to sell your XRP versus holding it and then lending it out? Because the banks haven't gotten it yet. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Let me go ahead and continue on with the rest of this article. But we've been telling y'all what's gonna happen and how stuff is gonna be formatted and what you want to hold for a 5 to 10 to 15 year time period, because you're pioneering into everything right now as we speak. You have assets, especially those that before we started and since we started this magnificent podcast that has been buying into XRP, you're ahead. You may not have 120 million, but to put it like this, you were ahead of a Saudi prince, you were ahead of BlackRock Group, you're ahead of 21 Canary Shares. Hell, you're ahead of ARK Investments. You're ahead of banks. You, in this once in a lifetime chance in actual history, were ahead of all of them. So I pose the question to you once again. Why would you want to sell your assets when you got in before they did and they're about to pump their money into it? 60 million here, 6.5 billion in another area, 120 million here. That inevitably means that your assets are going to exponentially grow. And my motto that I have here, and I will continue this article, but I need to say this: I'm not selling my XRP, but I'll lend it to the banks and to the institutions with interest, or to other individuals that later on are going to want to try to scramble to get into XRP, and I'll lend it out to them with interest, and then put it into liquidity pools matched up with RLUSD, because mind you, that stable coin is actually legit. RLUSD through the Ripple ledger is actually backed by federal regulations, and the only one that's actually compliant with SEC regulations as well too. So pulling those two together and putting into those liquidity pools for traders that are wanting to get in and do other stuff like that, I will get paid on the back end. I suggest you do the same thing. Now let me continue with this article. So Vivos powers strategic XRP pivot. This statement corresponds to an official press release by Vivo Power International PLC. The NASDAQ ticker for it, if you're looking to go ahead and want to go ahead and get into its stock, is VVPR. Let me repeat that one more time for you. That is VVPR, which has announced a private capital raise of approximately 121 million through the sale of 20 million ordinary shares at $6.05 per share. The offering, priced above the last market close, was spearheaded by His Royal Highness Prince Asbaduk. Excuse me, I do not want to mess his name up, so I'm not even fixing to say it, just to make sure that I have my all due respect.
Allah Akbar.
Yeah, that's the other reason why, you hear me? So, chairman of the 11th holding company in Saudi Arabia, the capital raise raise also included participation from a range of prominent investors in the digital asset space, including the investment office of Vivo Power chairman Kevin Chen. Vivo Power said it is launching the first XRP-focused digital asset treasury strategy by a publicly traded company intending to contribute to the development of the XRPL ecosystem. I love this.
I just bought some
I'm
XRP, by
sorry,
the way.
but I keep telling y'all, when I'm telling y'all,
While you were sitting there
y'all need to
giving the
listen to
news,
this
I just
shit.
bought some.
I'm trying to, dude. The Bitcoin of what I just got of what I said. I fixed the whole
With the
fixed to use
profits from
that shit
another
in
coin,
order to
because
buy
I took
some
the
more
damn profits
XRP.
out of another coin, took the profits out of another coins and put it in the USDC and sat it there.
Because you're what? You're staking, right?
Yeah, I'm staking Solana too.
No. I'm making sure that I'm
staking,
showing.
I'm staking in my USDC. That's like my savings account.
Mm-hmm. And see, the point to our audience is the fact where from you staking, you're able to take that side liquidity and reinvest into what you need. So you're making money, your crypto's making money for you, and you're able to take that extra liquidity and make extra money by investing in the other stuff, which is going to wind up making more money later on down the line. Folks, this is how you solidify yourself in the future. The old stuff of what you were doing beforehand, all of that's about to become obsolete because everything's being put on the blockchain. And this is how you make your money now. You might have a few podcasts, you might have a few streams out there that may tell you this information, but the direct correlation and how you get it situated, you're really only going to find it here. Besides, like I said, a couple of other places, and I have to give them their due respect. But let me go ahead and finish up with what I need to state here. The company intends to allocate a significant portion of the funds raised towards accumulating XRP and implementing blockchain-based financial applications. The move marks a broader shift in the company's strategic focus as it prepares to spin off its Tembo electric vehicle business and Carte digital asset mining subsidiary. I'm sorry, I have to pause again here. They're getting ready to do a spinoff of a Tembo electric vehicle business that's going to be basically networking and implementing off of the XRPL, and they're accumulating XRP and implementing it within their blockchain financial applications, such as what they said for their businesses. So what do you think that's going to happen for XRP as a whole exponentially later on down the line, especially with Ripple integrating all of these different, not only asset management groups, banks, other companies, and corporations underneath the XRPL? That's a fucking gold mine. Literally, you just have to have the patience in order for that gold mine, for the gold in order to be filtered to you from that mine to happen. And one of the ways of you taking advantage of that is by you getting your XRP and by you either staking it, which you can do that on Uphold, and give the big shout out to uphold.com as well too, because that is one of the great exchanges that I utilize. Not only am I getting 4.6 APY for holding onto my USD, but I'm also getting 5.5% APY because I'm holding their stable coin, and I'm getting 5% APY because I'm also holding ROUSD on Uphold. So just to let you know, one powerful exchange that you guys are able to get a multitude of various different cryptocurrencies on, and as well the rate of what you get on a dividend monthly payout in regards to the various stablecoin currencies is top notch. That is one of the reasons why I am promoting Uphold. As well, I also do promote crypto.com because crypto.com has some impeccable, and I mean impeccable, things about it. the incentives that they have there, not just with you staking and holding Crow, which is their native payment token. You get cashback options in Crow and in other various cryptocurrencies for using their Visa card. And yes, you can reload your Visa card with a multitude of various different cryptocurrencies that you hold in your account, not just with USDC and or USDT. Also, want to give one last shout out to another platform that I use progressively, which is Coinbase. Coinbase also has a card feature as well on the same likeness, just like Crypto.com, even though Crypto.com was the pioneer of it. But they have 4.6% APY in regards to you holding United States dollar coin or USDC, because remember of the contract that they had with USDC. So that is one also good exchange in order to hold on to your stable coin, so that way you're diversified out. I'm personally diversified out amongst 5 different exchanges, so that way I have those various different APYs and APRs working for me, and I'm staking across those various different exchanges as well to make sure that my crypto is working for me round the clock. Because what you want to do in the end is make it to where no matter if you're swimming, you're showering, you're brushing your teeth, you're on the toilet, or you're eating a gourmet meal, your money's making money for you. So let me go ahead and finish up. Prince Abdulaziz, thank you, I got his name right, confirms long-term commitment to XRP. So the Prince committed on the initiative, describing it as a culmination of a decade of involvement in the digital asset sector and a long-term commitment to XRP. A decade of involvement in the digital sector and long-term commitment to XRP. So they're going to be dedicated to XRP and the XRP ledger for a decade, basically, is what they're stating. When we want to go ahead and put 2 and 2 together to equal up 4, add an additional 4, and that makes 8. He explained that Vivo Power was selected for its strategic emphasis on XRP and its active plans to support the XRPL ecosystem. The Prince confirmed that he met with President Donald Trump and his leadership group during their visit to Saudi Arabia, adding that the timing is appropriate for blockchain adoption in the kingdom. He also expressed his intention to support Vivo Power and its expansion within this domain. Ripple veteran joins as an advisor. In addition to the Prince's role, the initiative includes the participation of Adam Trademan, a former Ripple board member and co-founder of various blockchain ventures. Pause. So he's even getting a Ripple executive on board in order to make sure that the XRPL ecosystem is set up right, and to where that this company is doing what they need to do and stuff is being tokenized across the XRP ledger. I picked all of that up just from reading that. Mark my words, that's just going to happen within the next couple of months. I promise you. I fucking promise you. He was praised Vivo Power's XRP-focused strategy as a forward-thinking move that aligns with institutional momentum behind real-world blockchain applications. I told you, I just said that shit before I read that. Bet. Vivo Power's executive chairman Kevin Chin welcomed the Prince's leadership in the capital raise and reiterated the sharing vision among investors focused on XRP. Chin himself, a long-term XRP holder, stated that the Treasury strategy aims to scale benefits for both the XRP community and Vivo Power stakeholders. I cannot contain my excitement because I'm telling you, we're about to be fucking billionaires, man. I'm telling you. He highlighted the practical value of XRP in addressing inefficiencies in cross-border payments. He expressed interest in deploying XRP-based solutions within VivoPower's operations. He specifically in his Timbo and current digital units. What the fuck did I just say not even 10 minutes ago? What did I just say not 10 minutes ago? How this is going to implement all of that shit in regards to the XRPL and utilize it in real world value. Oh, baby, this is fucking good. Listen to this shit. Next steps and shareholders approval. Y'all have got to excuse my excitement, but I'm relatively excited for us here in this crypto space and for us XRP holders that can see the fucking future. The offering is subject to shareholder approval and standard closing conditions, with a meeting scheduled around June 18th, 2025. The raised capital will primarily support XRP accumulation and ecosystem development. I gotta see how I can get in on this shit, while also addressing corporate debt and operational costs. The transition solidifies VivoPower's intent to become a dedicated XRP-focused digital asset treasury entity. This development represents a milestone in the institutional adoption of XRP and its underlying ledger technology. Vince Van Code's tweet drew direct attention to the political and corporate alliances involved, identifying key participants such as the Prince, President Trump, and members of the Ripple board. His message emphasized that these actors share a collective understanding of XRP's strategic potential. So pause for a second. Not only do you have the Saudi prince, you have the president of the United States, you have Japan, you have Europe, and you have China. Mind you, all of this has been reported on this magnificent podcast. You got all of them tapping into the XRP ledger system and XRP utilization. Mind you, Japan is utilizing it for payment systems. Shit, here in the United States, JP Morgan has already stated that they're going to be utilizing it as a form of payment in regards to the retail sector. Bank of America is gearing itself up so that way it can get itself situated for it too. Hell, on Juneteenth, on the 18th, Chase Bank is closing itself down on that day because it's quote unquote recognizing it itself as a holiday. Nah, bullshit. It's setting itself down so that way it can be ISO 2022 compliant, so that way they can get into the Ripple systems as well too. Watch in the next couple of months, you're gonna hear something about Chase Bank and Ripple. Promise you that shit. Watch. So you got all of these different countries, head individuals speaking with Ripple in regards to cross-border payments. Ripple is solidified over here, not only in the United States, but they're MiCA compliant over there in Europe as well too, to where they have their European stablecoin on the XRP ledger, which I'm about to buy some as soon as I can find a way to do it. So, with all of them utilizing Ripple's ledger system to not only implement stable coins, build up the Ripple ecosystem as a whole, do you not see how much money is going to be falling through there? Besides the 6.4 bill of BlackRock, besides the 120 mil of the Saudi group, besides what the other institutional investors are doing. Like, these are trillions of dollars. Oh, wait a minute. Remember, the DTCC is also utilizing Ripple ledger system along with Stellar Networking as well too, to where they made a patent for the shit. And remember, the DTCC does $4 quadrillion worth of transactions daily. You can go look this up. So you have $4 quadrillion tapping into a future network through Ripple. 120 million being fixed to be pumped into this bitch. 6.4 to 64 billion being pumped in through it, through BlackRock. That's not also including what Japan is pumping in through it, and Europe is pumping in through it too. And you wonder why I'm not going to sell my XRP and why I'm going to hold that shit? And why, even though I cannot technically give you financial advice, but I can say from one brother to another brother, or to anybody else that's actually out there listening, you want to hold your XRP because trillions and quadrillions of dollars are getting ready to be pumped and sent through it. And then there's the burn feature behind XRP as well too, because for each transaction that's done, there's a little bit of XRP that's burnt up. And which by that little bit of XRP that's burnt up, that slowly makes the price go up by a tick. So when you have the ecosystem being built by asset management groups, banks, princes, entire countries, eventually there's going to be a significant amount that's going to be burnt up, which means that XRP is going to skyrocket. That's the reason why yesterday we looked at the fair market value of it, which is 18 million. So I just want to leave y'all that here with the little crypto news. And this is the main bit of what I have for crypto news for y'all for tonight, for us wonderful XRP holders. Besides 44 million XRP acquired from a Turkish-based crypto exchange. So 44 million in XRP. Wait. Do you know how much 44 million XRP? 44 million from a Turkish company. 120 million from the Saudi prince. Trump pushing. Already networked with Ripple. Ripple has the backing with the federal government and is with the SEC's guidelines and regulations to the fact to where their actual stablecoin is on one-on-one par with the U.S. Man, get out of here. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. What more do you want from me?
Give me a pillow, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
So, folks, if you cannot see this money trail, and there is a particular reason why, the price of XRP is dropping. And you know the reason why the price of XRP is dropping? Because the Saudi prince is putting 120 million into it. Other companies and other stuff are putting some money into it. Mind you, we love red days here because the red days are discount days, because that means that we can buy more into the asset. While most people are scrambling, oh my God, I'm losing money. What am I going to do? We taking solid liquidity and be like, you know what, I'm fixing to go ahead and buy this up because I know this person's about to freak out because of how much that it's dropped. They want to save face, so they're going to sell this amount at a lower price, of which I can buy up their amount and then triple and quadruple up my bag. So when the price goes back up, I done doubled up again. That's how we operate here at the 3Man Podcast. Not financial advice, but as a suggestion, I suggest that you operate in the same manner, because that's how we're billionaires. And that is what I do have for the crypto news this evening. I do thank y'all for listening and tuning in and getting your XRP.
Well, all right. Dragon, always, man, always. Once again, I have to reiterate that this man is 24/7 on this thing. He is really on his shit. Yep. You guys better be motherfucking thankful that you're hearing it now instead of having to run into it later. So once again, we really thank you.
I know y'all probably tired of me.
What is that,
because of how much information I said, I know y'all probably tired of me in that crypto group too, because the only thing that's all y'all see is this beam.
Come at you so fast, dog. Come at you so fast. It's fucking it. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy as hell.
Yeah, that's a lot of crypto news.
I'm on it, dog. I'm on it. Do you hear me? Like I promised y'all that shit, and I'm sticking to my motherfucking word. That's all I gotta do. I just want to stick to my word. That's it. And I promised y'all that shit. So yeah, that's what fucks up. But we do. Oh, you see, Z-Beck is back up again, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to do that. I'm sorry. Because once that bitch hits a motherfucking penny, dog, that's it. I'm taking profits. I'm taking profits.
Okay.
I'm putting in until it gets a penny, but once it hits a penny, I'm taking profits.
I feel you. Well, folks, how about we do
So
this
what we got?
tonight? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I just said what we got lined up next, and you were speaking on it. My apologies.
Well, we gonna speak
Oh
on
shit,
this.
I was muted. My bad.
Go ahead, go ahead,
No, I
man.
was saying next week's my next week's pay period. I'm gonna put at least about 20% in the crypto.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I'm in the Z-back.
yeah. I feel you, man. I just
I
bought
need some more Z-back.
some XRP while we was on the fucking live, but I'm gonna probably get some more Z-back in my check
right
too.
now. I'm moving some Bitcoin over right now.
It
so that way I can
depends.
go ahead and get some XRP.
It depends on the morning. If in the goddamn morning time, if my bank account don't look like how I feel like it might look in the morning, and be playing it goddamn close. But if I ain't paying it close, man, shit, I'm throw about at least 25 and some more Z back, but
Okay.
no, I'm doing at least 20% of my next paycheck.
That's what the fuck is up.
Little at a time, build that shit up.
Because Dragon, you so me and Dragon, we was talking after the podcast and shit. And I explained to Dragon how much my homie missed out on. He took $800. He took $800 profit, and he missed out on $800 profit. I told him to hold. He missed out on millions of dollars.
It was over $10 million that he missed out on, bro.
Damn.
Tax. That's after taxes.
After
taxes.
Yeah. After.
And what stock was that or coin was that in?
Dogecoin.
Doge.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. At least I made a couple of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I made a couple $1,000. I ain't making as much as I could have made, but I fuck around and sold it at the wrong point. I waited too long. I should have sold it when it was 76 cents. When it was 76 cents a coin, I wish I would have sold it. I sold it at 36 cents a coin.
On some real shit, if I would have New Dragon in 2019, 22,
you have been a millionaire.
2020, I've been a millionaire.
You've been rich as fuck, nigga. I'm not gonna lie.
I would have already been a millionaire.
Because I would have told you you better not say that shit until it gets to the high point.
Because I like Dragon, he would have like, yo, put it in here, just don't touch the bitch. Make sure, hey, stake the motherfucker. Hey, join the liquidity pool. Join the liquidity pool. I'm like, all right. I would have probably, I probably would have been a multi-millionaire because I had a couple of racks that I could have thrown in Dogecoin, but I didn't. And that couple of racks I would have thrown extra in Dogecoin. That shit would have been about hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I would have definitely told you hold that shit, wait for a minute. And then as soon as it like hit around 60 cents, I've been like, all right, go ahead and get ready to cash out and start cashing out around that time because it would have pushed past the previous all-time high. Just like now, like in regards to Z-Beck, it's already pushed this past this all-time high. Now it's sitting at its new all-time high. And since how chart flow goes, and even when we get to like with the PIP system and stuff, once it reaches a new all-time high, it's going to retest the low, And once that low is tested, it can get right back up to the all-time high. It's going to sit there for a minute, and then it's going to continuously push up. And that's why I was like, given the retail value behind it, because more and more people are starting to get into it now. And that's what's driving the price up versus the institutions, starting to utilize it behind. Besides, Visa already using it, MasterCard already using it, the people at the banks are already using it, and other stuff like that. We see global wise how many different countries are using it and other stuff. So that's starting to get a lot more attention, and that's going to drive the price up. That's why it's best for us to get it now. Why it's not even a fucking penny. So once it hits a penny, we'll be good. But think about it when it hits $1. Think about like if we have a
think about it when it hit $23.
Shit.
22.
Right. Those numericals.
Buy as much as you can before. My thing is buy as much as you can before it hit $1. At least.
Yep. Definitely. Because shit, XRP one time was the same price, and look at the price of XRP, and now look at the utilization behind it. Yeah, mind you, folks, we know that we've been through the 4-year thing with the SEC and everything else, but all that was so that way things can be put on stage now. The whole purpose is you get into it now while you have the opportunity to. But for ZBEC itself to be something utilized as a payment rail system, and it's dealing with your paychecks. I mean, you got the president of ADP, you got the president of Solana, you have all these major individuals as the advisory board in running this, so that way you won't have to wait 2 and 3 weeks in the future in order for you to get your paycheck. You'll literally be paid as the day goes on. And or if you're like, well, I want to go ahead and get paid now, you can go ahead and submit that so that way they can pay you out. Or even have it to where you can get paid at the end of the day, like they do in China. Because you get paid at the end of day in China when you do your work via various cryptos or other payment applications what they're utilizing, and they're just now bringing it over here into the States. That's why I have to reiterate to everybody why there's such a race, why they're pushing, why even though, there is a shit show behind certain actions being done, but legislation is already being passed for this to be implemented because, America needs to stay as number one and they have to stay dominant. And if they don't do this, they no longer will be dominant. That's the reason why the dollar bill in itself and its power is slipping. The yen, the ruble, and other stuff is actually on the upkeep and on the incline in regards to the BRICS nations of what they're utilizing. But guess what they're utilizing underlyingly in regards to the digital asset systems and their payment rails? Stellar, XRPL, HBAR. That's the other reason why you want to make sure that you have those assets. Because if the BRICS nation, and here's the great scene behind it. Hopefully our show won't be all no behind it, but think about it. Dollar bill is on the decline. All the other stuff is on the upkeep, but everybody's networking on the XRP ledger system, the Stellar network system, and the HBAR system, as well with Solana. I have to put them out there too because Solana has been picking up a whole bunch of pace with a whole bunch of people. But global wise, everybody's networking on those systems. And while they got everybody else focused on all the other stuff behind the scenes, they're implementing and they're networking on those systems. So it's wise for you to go ahead and tap into said systems of what they're networking on. So once that flip is finally switched and they're like, oh, we're fully digital, we're all this and that, you're either a millionaire or a billionaire by that time. Because full switch should be flipped all the way by 2030. And we're literally halfway through 2025 already, because today, as to what it's showing for me, it's the motherfucking first. So we're already halfway through the year. 2030 is going to come up real quick for a lot of people. Make your investments now, people. If y'all don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. I see it. They're putting it out there like fucking crazy too. That's why I'm soaking this shit the fuck up, and that's why I'm making sure that y'all get this information. That way, at least you cannot say it.
I
Here's
know the
one
hell
thing
you
I want to
don't. You
make
don't
sure.
let us miss shit, nigga.
That way, can't nobody. You can't say ain't nobody tell me nothing. Ain't nobody say nothing. I ain't know nothing about this. I couldn't tell what to do, where to go, how to do this or that, anything else. You cannot say that. Somebody told you, and somebody was like, hey, here's the keys to this Lamborghini. Get the fuck out that hoopty. It's up to you if you want to get in the Lamborghini or if you want to keep driving that hoopty.
Right.
What you want to do. But I'm done with that rant because I'll keep going on about it. But yeah, make sure that you're diversifying your assets, peoples. Like so many different things. There's a couple of other ones that I'm going to be talking about here on the broadcast soon, which is going to be a little bit more on the higher end of a price point, like a $10 to $15 price point. But at least having anywhere between, and my motto is 500 to 1,000 of them, at least on a minimum end, is going to be good for you rolling on later on down the line. And if you have that side liquidity coming in because you're staking, you're doing your liquidity pools, it's not going to be difficult for you to acquire these assets. And or if you're taking advantage of the Ember app of what we have stated here on this channel, in which eventually I'll make sure that our various codes, so that way you can acquire that app, whether it's in the Google Play Store or in the Apple Store, which will allow you to accumulate free Bitcoin. That's the reason why we say here all the time, you don't ever hear us talk about buying Bitcoin because there's no need for us to buy it. We get it for free. Literally, all we have to do is press a button once every 24 hours, maybe play a game here or there. Shit, we'll bet on different sports. We'll bet on a whole bunch of other stuff, win crypto that way as well, too. There's no need for us to buy it. But we have another financial avenue in the regards to the crypto space of where we trade our time for those profits, of which we've been able to accumulate. There's a will, there's a way. And here on this podcast, we say, just because you may not have the money, you have the technology. If you have a phone, you have a way of making some money. No excuses. No excuses. Anyway, what you got, Max? What you ranting about tonight, bro?
Max, what's up, buddy? What's going on, man? You ready for some Max mumble rants, man? You ready for some mumble rants?
Yeah, man, what's up? We can do it, man.
Friend, remind me to get that shit fixed.
What happened? Your soundboard thing working?
I have to goddamn do that shit, man. Again, I keep forgetting to damn set that shit. I still got this.
What more do you want from me?
And I still got this.
Give me a pillow, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
And of course, this.
You need to fix
But
that.
the other one is this one. That's it. It's nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What the business is.
Give me 1 second.
What the business is.
One.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, y'all.
So Max, what the business
One.
is.
Shit, nothing, man.
You said give you 1 second, so I'm giving you 1 second. One.
I'm saying.
Yeah, it caught it in the thing, dog. It caught it in the thing, dog. It caught it in the thing. Hold
I'm trying
on.
to do this shit real quick, man. I'm trying to focus, nigga. Give me 1 second, goddamn.
What the business
You
is.
trying to make sure your lungs don't come out?
Y'all niggas making me cough and shit. I'm trying to concentrate.
You sound like a
What
gremlin,
the
dog.
business is.
All right, there we go. There.
What the business is.
All right.
What the business is.
Shoot me what it should be. This is a horror flick. A black guy doesn't die in this movie. Oh.
Yeah, Shimon Summertime Suppression.
All right, what's up, fellas? What's up,
Gemini, Shama,
ladies?
chocolate press.
Ladies and
What the
gentlemen,
fuck?
thank you.
Yeah, Shimmerai, Shama, suppression.
No, it's true now. Shout out to suppression, bro. It's
True
now.
enough,
Shout out to
Shama,
suppression.
suppression. Hey, I need you to say that, dog. I'm gonna give you a 3. I'm gonna count you down. I'm gonna say 3, 2, and then go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Here we go. 3, 2.
You ain't say nothing, nigga.
You were supposed to say true now, Shama, suppression.
No, yeah. You was supposed to say.
Okay,
You supposed to say
3, 2, 1.
1.
Okay, I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and then you say it.
All right.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
True now. Shout out to suppression.
Thank you.
True now. Shout out to suppression.
I had to mute for that shit.
True now. Shout out to suppression. Hold on. I'm trying to. All right, let's do it again. I'm accessing my
You ready,
Biden.
dog? You ready, man?
Right. Yeah, I'm doing like how Biden did. All right.
Do it with a little volume to it too.
All
right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
True now. Shout out to suppression.
There we go.
True now. Shout out to suppression. All right, man. So Max Mumble Rants. I'm going top. I don't got really nothing. I'm going top of the dome tonight.
Top of the dome, y'all. Top of the dome.
Like I usually do. God damn it.
Let's
you know
go.
Why?
I'm ready for it.
Like I usually do. You know why? Because when I wake up, I piss excellent.
Oh shit.
And I shit plant nutrients. What? Yeah. Super hot fire. Oh, no, I'm stop. All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, I'm gonna talk to you quick, ladies. Ladies, lend me your ear. Let me plead with your judgment and coerce your reason. Ladies, when are you going to learn? Stop.
The music.
Stop. The goddamn music, nigga. I'm like DJ D-Rab, you cut the beat.
I'm trying to use the mood music behind that shit.
I don't need no fucking elevator.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck
the
you,
music's going with it, dog.
Can't DJ nigga fuck.
The music was hitting. It was hitting, bro. It was hitting while you was talking, dog.
It wasn't hitting for me. But go ahead and play it. Go ahead.
No, it's all right, man.
No. I want you to play it, man. It might be.
I'll bring it low.
Go ahead, play
bring
it.
Low.
Go ahead, play it. Go ahead, play it.
I'm playing it now. It's low.
Increase the volume. I need you to increase the volume a little bit. Just a little bit more.
Suppression.
All right,
there we go.
Just up one more smidge.
I don't think I can schmidge it, dog.
All right. Suppression. So, ladies. Shit. To learn that these simp ass niggas ain't shit. When are you going to learn that these panderers ain't shit? See, check this out. I want man, check this out real quick, man. See,
I got a fresh bowl.
I was watching a TikTok video of a young lady. She's talking about, she feels a certain type of way that one of her guy friends tried to make a pass on her.
Okay.
Now, ladies, when are you going to realize that these guys in your friend zones, if they pandering and sipping to you, there's a guarantee they're trying to fuck you. They just don't have that courage. They don't have the courage to come up there and talk to you. They don't got the courage to try to come up there. They don't got the courage to really be up straight, up front, and forward with you, you know? Because of the fact that a real nigga gonna step to you, goddammit. He gonna step to you 10 toes down.
Hey, this man is dropping that science tonight. Go ahead, man. Shit.
Hey man, it was like I was telling my Uber driver earlier, man. Some of these niggas nowadays, man, they scared of goddamn rejection, nigga. Shit. I had 50 bitches turn me down before I got the pussy, nigga. 50 bitches told me no, but it took one to say yes, nigga. A win is a win no matter how you get it, goddammit. But she woke up and created a monster. You see, when I woke up, it was just like from the ashes, from the fire, from the ashes, the phoenix, I rise, nigga.
I feel you.
So, you weak ass niggas, you friend zone, pandering, simp, beta, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself nowadays, you new modern men. See, here's the reason why women don't like. Here's the reason why women don't like men in the friend zone trying to get with them. It's because it shows you have no courage. It shows you ain't have no bravery. Just imagine that you get with the female, right? Just imagine you tricked your way into it, and the shit. And the shit doesn't go out the way it's supposed to, bruh. The reason why a lot of these women be mad and be talking shit about men, a lot of those women feel tricked.
Yeah,
they feel like you tricked them.
Right.
They feel like, oh, you tricked your way into this friendship just to get some pussy, where you could have been straight front up forward about that shit.
Just let them know.
Let them know. But no,
let's tell the truth. Be honest. Tell the truth so you don't have to worry about what you said before.
But you can't expect this. Like, it's like we expecting a simp to wake up and be a lion one day. It's like we expecting a goddamn squirrel gonna be a goddamn motherfucking badger or some shit, nigga. Like, no, like you, nigga, you a simp.
Bait ass.
What you are. Ain't shit we get. Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I can't do shit with a nigga who don't got courage. I could do
you said some shit there, bro.
I might be able to help a nigga out who might just be a tad bit lazy. Only thing I gotta do is tie a string of meat behind his back and drop his ass off in the hood and release a pit bull. That nigga gonna run.
Yes.
Yeah, he gonna run, all right. That help. Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and say he might get some courage, but at least I'm gonna say he can get some exercise. hey, maybe getting that blood pumping might help you wake something up, because some of you motherfuckers, man, some of you bitch ass, weak ass niggas, like, man, come on, man. Like, example, bro. I'm on the live on TikTok. Like, yeah, they be catching me on the TikTok street, and I'm talking to a female. Me and her, we having a disagreement, but it's this weak ass nigga who is just on her side. Everything she says, this nigga is just agreeing. And I literally had to say, I was like, ma'am, I enjoying our discussion we having real quick, but hold on one second. I was like, bruh, you know she's not going to fuck you, right? You know she ain't gonna give you the yams, bruh. I was like, at least one thing she could say about me, at least I stand on my convictions. At least I stand on my morals 10 toes down. Shoot. Funniest thing is, she slid in my DMs and I had to tell her again. I'm like, hey, baby, listen here, man. I'm trying to be a new man. I'm a faithful man. And I don't deal with American women. So I'm sorry, baby. I can't help you with that. You know? I was like, yeah, I could pass you over my man, but she wasn't on the type of shit. I was like, all right, it's all good. But you see here, this asshole, quote unquote, womanizer, quote unquote, sexist, homophobic, misogynist, transphobic, all that shit. And I've been called a bitch ass nigga too. So this motherfucker here is able to get with a woman who, honestly, let's just be real, I'm traditionally ugly as fuck. Traditionally ugly as fuck. But I know how to talk to the ladies because I ain't scared like you bitches. I ain't a bitch like you bitch ass niggas, man. You simp ass niggas.
Talk your shit, nigga. Talk your shit. Talk your shit, nigga.
You don't know how to shout out a suppression. Better calf care. You know, we're gonna get better calf care. And one last one for you fake ass pro blacks. Again, stop asking me, will I help
fake ass pro black ass niggas?
Stop asking me, will I help clean up these dirty ass hoods? I'm not fucking doing it.
Ain't cleaning up these dirty ass chicks either.
Why the fuck will I help a community of people who don't care enough about where the fuck they live and not throw trash at where they fucking kids play at?
Damn.
Why the fuck would I risk my life to help out a group of motherfuckers? Let's just be honest. You have one disagreement with you, they threaten violence on you.
That's terrible.
What is terrible is, I remember I accidentally stepped on a nigga's shoes one time, and it wasn't on purpose. I wasn't being rude. It was just like I accidentally stepped on his shoes because I tripped, all right? And so I was catching myself. He said, watch where the fuck you going, man. I was like, hey, my bad, brother. Hey, no disrespect, actually. Then he tried to escalate. I was like, come on, bro. I'm not trying to escalate shit with you. Then he brandished his gun at me. And I was just like, listen here, bro.
Damn.
If you gonna shoot me for almost slipping and me apologizing, bro, hey, ain't shit I could do about that. But I'm gonna keep on walking my way, bro. I hope you have a good day. Whatever you got going on, I hope it gets better. And I kept it pushing. But my thing is, why the fuck would I help people like that? Why? All right. Do you know how you... This is how you could clean up the community, the black community. Gather all the women. Tell them they will give you $10,000 if you snitch on the man that snitch on any man that you fucking. We give you $10,000 if you snitch on him for any crimes. Guarantee you, criminality will be over overnight. Crime will decrease, and historically decrease in less than a fucking week. But no, we're talking about the community to where the truth is violence. The community telling the truth means you are a sellout, means you hate black people, means you hate black women, you hate black children, hell, you hate black babies. But who has the highest abortion rate? But I'm not gonna go there.
Wow.
Not gonna go there.
Wow.
But I have a problem of where if you say something, you know what? If you tell motherfuckers the truth, the absolute truth, what it is, they will treat you like you got walking Ebola, nigga. Like, be like, and bruh, it was just a couple of clips I watched, and it's a short we got that's gonna be that's coming out tomorrow. It's pretty fucking funny. I can't wait for y'all to see it. But coming out in the morning, but it's gonna be fun. It's funny in the motherfucker too.
Okay. Okay. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
I'm gonna save a little bit. You know, I ain't gonna go completely deep on you hoe ass niggas. I ain't gonna go completely deep on y'all. Not today. Fuck. No pause. What did he lose, nigga? I ain't gonna go in on y'all today. I'm just save you a little bit, all right? I'm just gonna savor this moment just a smidge. But that's the end of Max Mumble Rants. Peace.
All right. Max Mumble Rants, man. Hey.
Yeah, man, that goddamn porno music, nigga. Goddamn porn music, nigga. Like, I'm like, nigga, I ain't fucking no bitch with this shit.
Nigga, stupid. He's stupid as shit for that shit, man. Let's go, man. Hey. Oh shit! Hey,
Get my steps in today, baby.
Hey, give me 3-4 minutes, y'all. Give me 3-4 minutes.
3-4 minutes. What the fuck? Dragon. What? Hold on. What the fuck? How the hell are you gonna do 3-4 minutes and just gonna? Man, this nigga tripping, y'all. I don't understand what this nigga up to. This nigga is tripping. Dragon, you there?
Whatever it is he's doing.
Yeah, I'm here.
Man,
I'm back, man. I overestimated the time that I needed. I'm back.
Overestimate, motherfucker. You said 3 to 4 minutes, and I was like, nigga, what? I was just over here like, I was about to hit you with that. Nigga, it's like 3 to 4 minutes. I wasn't gonna say shit. I was gonna be like,
what you doing? Hey, man. So we already determined tonight we're gonna talk about the Passport Bro movement, but I want to take a different kind of perspective on it because I know a lot of people don't know about the good ones of us. So I got a video uploaded. Now it's 9 minutes, but we don't have to look at the whole thing. This is a blind look. I have not looked at it, but it's basically about expat living in one of our favorite places, Santo Domingo. So I wanted to play it for us because, you know, if y'all don't know, all three of us up here, we have found a possible place to settle in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. I know myself. I know my boy, you stupid. I know myself. I know I'm going to be living there in the future, and I'm going to have some property out on the beaches that I might having passive income on. That's one of my plans. So all of us up here have been to Santo Domingo, and we all love that place. So I wanted to play this. Here we go. Let me take the music off. Let's go.
Everybody. I'm Jerry and my wife in the house chilling, getting ready for the party she gonna have tonight. Yeah, my wife decided she wanted to have a little women's get together joint. So therefore, it was like, wow, this is gonna be cool. She been planning this thing, man. She been excited about it. It's like, for me, I'm more of a laid back, don't need to be hanging around a lot of people. But this time, and she's the same way too, but this time she wanted to go ahead and have a nice little get together with the friends and whatnot. So got some people coming over, we're gonna break bread, drink a little bit, hang out, do what we do. I don't know, maybe play some cards, some dominoes. I don't know what's gonna happen. But y'all know how we do it. We're gonna always have that red cup on deck. Y'all know how we do. But yeah, I just wanted to come to y'all, talk to y'all about a couple different things that have been on my mind. So that's why I'm bringing y'all Jerry's World one more time. All right, so a couple different things that have been on my mind was I've been getting a lot of like comments, and when I say a lot, maybe like between 3 to 5 or so comments about one of our old videos when it comes to my wife being with an African American man. A lot of people were like, why you call yourself African American? You're black. And I've always said, well, ever since I was, a little one, and you check that little block and say, hey, that box has changed over the years. So as a Hogan, as a young guy, and as a kid, I always checked the blocks of African American. But apparently over the years, and I don't know how y'all come up with what makes y'all tick or whatnot, but apparently over the years, something has changed, and now we Black Americans. So therefore, I was like, man, a couple people, why you call yourself African American? Because that's what I was called from birth or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? My birth certificate, if I don't remember, but it probably say African American. But anyway, over time, things change. So therefore, I did a research on the difference between Black and African American.
I'm part of the dark.
So what I learned is that when you use the term Black American, it's basically like more diverse.
American
it's
beige.
more inclusive. It includes a lot of different people when you're talking about somebody.
Hey.
So basically, Africa.
Sean, I always wonder this, right? I always fucking wonder this. What is the big hype of what you going to worry about, what you're going to call yourself when you ain't going to do shit with it? So why the fuck would I worry about calling myself something that I'm not going to do shit with it?
Your guess is good as mine, man.
Like, for real, it's just like, it's not towards him, it's just like the people, we know who the people we're talking about, right? They always talking about the Black community, Black this, Black, blah, 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 Black. But I'm like, nigga, you don't do shit you don't do shit. Like, this Black card, you gonna take my Black card because I disagree with you? Fuck it, take it. This bitch been bouncing ever since. I can't make a purchase with this shit. Take this motherfucker.
I had somebody that got in disagree with me on talking about you ain't Black enough. Think I'm darker than you. Fuck you, bitch.
This shit don't got no available fucking balance. Oh, you ain't Black anyway, bitch. Because I'm light skinned.
Insignificant funds, nigga.
I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yo, listen here, bro, man. You
ain't no money in that bank.
Dude,
ain't no money in that bank. You can't even use the card.
Man, I can't even use that bit, man, nigga.
That bitch backed by tea leaves, nigga.
Nigga, last time I tried to play the Black card, and with the white man, they almost got shot. By the police. I'm sorry. They was like, oh, you gonna play the Black card, I see. Okay, spread your leggings and lift your sack, sir. Like, nigga, what? Is that a gun? No, it's my hands. Oh, okay. Just spread your legs and lift your sack. And cough. God damn it, nigga.
Spread your legs and lift your sack.
What is this that my fingers are touching? I'm my officer. I think that's my ass. Oh, my bad. No homo. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, back to the tape. My bad.
Some people don't have African descent, so therefore, that's why they changed it from African American to Black American. So after I did my little research, I kind of woosah, calmed down, and I was like, because at first I was like a little heated, like, why y'all coming to me about this nonsense? You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a term or whatever. It is what it is. So for me, and based on the research, it's not one way is not wrong or correct. It's just one is talking about a term back in the day with the slaves and whatnot. And the next one is about the people who are being, now more inclusive. They might not have African descent in their blood or their sangre.
And that's fucking bullshit.
Nigga,
when you know that,
this nigga
when we know there's such a damn continent as Pangea that once motherfucking existed, and everything came from Africa.
Nigga give me a Negro lecture right now, bro.
Mm.
Hold on, wait 1 second. Is that nigga in the apartment complex I used to live at? Get the fuck out of here.
It might be.
Nigga, no, that's the apartment complex I used to live at. He in Santo Domingo Norte?
What's the Santo Domingo?
Yeah, if he's in, yo, I'm literally the last one I could see. Bruh, never mind. All right, my bad.
Maybe
my bad.
across the street from it.
No, literally, there's somebody who's a couple of houses down, well, a couple of buildings down. They have that same fucking unit sitting there, and we have the same everything is the same of mine. So I swear to God, I
Yeah.
think this motherfucker. That's funny, but yeah, continue. My bad.
So that's what I want to talk to you about. I'm just saying, hey. So I went ahead and changed the little title. If you go back and you see that video, dating an African American man, if you go back to that video, you're gonna see that kind of stuff in there. But knowing what I know now, I would change a couple things. Also, based on another video I did that I want to bring to y'all attention that has changed. We did a video about the cost of living a long time ago, a while back, maybe like 8 months ago or whatnot. And that video states that when you're renting, you have to pay 3 deposits. You're paying like $400 for the deposit, $400 for the rent, first month rent, and then another $400 for the lawyer. From what I'm being told, the lawyer has been changed. You don't have to pay that anymore. So that's what I've been told, and I really haven't done a lot of research. So if you go back and you watch that video, you're gonna be like, man, wait a minute, that's not right. Well, it was right when I made the video, but now it has changed. So take it for what it's worth on now. The next thing I want to talk about is, I said in the live video, see, this is like a correction type video. You know what I'm saying? I make a couple of different corrections. On our live last Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I mentioned that our channel has been around for 10 months and that our anniversary is May 23rd. But after doing research, after going back and checking, I realized that our anniversary is April 25th, which is coming up next 2
Go
weeks.
ahead, Luke. He bullshit.
We let people watch the video for that right there. A lot of our videos can be universal when it comes to traveling abroad in general. All right? Another video we're going to do in the near future, me and my wife, is going to be, I don't know if y'all saw the short. It's going to be about,
Oh, he was talking about what they're going to be talking about.
what happened, but I wish somebody would have said something while it was happening. But I believe the fan was on, so it sounded like I was slurring my words. And the dude like, man, you...
Oh, shit, man. I fucked around, man. That's just him talking about what they're gonna be talking about on their channel, man. Shit. All right, hold on. This is another perspective. What about we see about when women try to do this shit? Now check this out. This is a chick that's in Santo Domingo said it ain't for her. I wonder why.
Why Santo Domingo doesn't work for Americans. And the reason why I'm making this video today is because a lot of time when I make videos about Santo Domingo, typically receive comments from people giving me the reasons why they don't like Santo Domingo. And I want to share this with you, just in case you are thinking to move to Dominican Republic, if you have Santo Domingo in your mind. So I'm giving you some tips what to think about if Santo Domingo is the right place for you. The number one reason
You gotta mute up, big bro.
people here in Santo Domingo speak Spanish. But when you go to tourist area, a lot of people will speak English. So places that you will go here in Santo Domingo, like restaurants, bars, supermarkets, anything that you have to do here in the city, everybody will speak Spanish to you instead of English. And when people go to or stay in tourist area, they know that they will, most of the time they will have people that speak English. We have an area here in Santo Domingo, which is Zona Colonial. Well, a lot of people speak English because that is a tourist area. But outside of that, if you go to other areas, it may be hard to find people that speak English. Like when I'm talking about people, I'm saying in businesses, they will speak English to you. So it is hard for some people to navigate through the city if they don't know the language. The number two reason is community groups. Even though the people know, I understand that they are moving to another
I'm gonna be
island.
real. Hey, Sean, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I don't speak a lick of good Spanish, bro, and I did not have no difficulties navigating through the country. And so
I believe you on that.
So it depends on. Hey, it really depends on most niggas, bro. Most niggas ain't got heart like that, like I do. But hey,
But did you use a translator?
no, not really, nigga. Shit. Like whenever I really don't talk to people like that. When niggas did try to talk to me, I just like muy poquito, and I just yeah, like okay, yeah, see, yeah, I walk the fuck off.
And you keep refusing to learn Spanish too.
No, I refuse to learn Spanish. It's just mm,
We're not putting an active participating role in trying to learn
Yeah,
man.
¿qué es tu problema, mi amigo? ¿Por qué tú no hablas español?
it.
¿Tú no entendiste?
Él dice no te preocupes.
Muy silencio.
Él dice,
Okay,
él dice no te preocupes sobre eso.
Cabeza no trabaja. No, I'm just messing with you, man.
Hombre dice, vete a la carajo.
No, keep talking shit. You gonna have to catch that fade when you see me, nigga.
You still owe me 100 Bitcoin, man. So I ain't trying to hear that.
I give you 100 Bitcoin.
Él dice, es tiempo para atacar. Es tiempo para atacar que.
Man.
I just said, Max said it's time to attack you. Max said it's time to attack you. Here we go, man. Shit.
In another country, they still want to have a community. They speak the same language and they have the same background that they feel comfortable to be around. And that is not something that you can find very easy here in Santo Domingo because the city is so big and everybody's spread out. Unlike tourist areas when most people are centralized. Like, let me give you an example. Like in Puerto Plata, they have.
Folks, I don't have no problem in Santo Domingo because, of course, I speak Spanish. But regardless, it's like going to. It's kind of, to me, Santo Domingo to me seems like a Miami vibe with a little bit of LA mixed in. And then when you get down to the downtown area and shit, that shit kind of look like Atlanta mixed with a little Miami. I like that shit.
Huh?
I mean, that's how I see it. Those are cities that certain parts remind me of. You know what I'm saying? Or Little Havana, Miami reminds me of Santo Domingo. Reminds me a lot of Little Havana.
I will say Savannah reminds me. Santo Domingo reminds me more of Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah,
because it has the same architecture. Because the same folks that landed in Savannah is also the same folks that actually landed in Santo Domingo. It's literally the architecture is kind of, it's like if you go to certain parts of the like Santo Domingo, you can see like colonial what is it, colonial
Zona Colonial.
Zona Colonial. It has same similarities of how Savannah, Georgia looks, and so for me it reminds me of like a tropical Savannah, Georgia, with Tennessee mountains. God damn it!
Yeah, damn sure do got the mountains.
Because like that motherfucker, it got some mountains for you. It's like where my where my girl is at, it reminds me nothing but fucking like the weather it got Cali type of weather up in those mountains.
Okay.
It wasn't humid, it wasn't humid at all. It was just It was kind of like, yeah, it really gave off Cali vibes. It had the palm trees and everything. All the fucking mountains. Like, yeah, I fucking love it up there where my girl is at by the river and shit. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Moving on. Let's go.
Two main supermarkets, and the chances are, if you go to one of those supermarkets, that you will find somebody that is a foreigner. Unlike here in Santo Domingo, that you can find 100 supermarkets, and the chances of you finding somebody that is a foreigner or American are very unlikely or slim. Number 3 reason is people get overwhelmed and don't know what to do when they're in the city. It pretty much go with the reason number 1, that the city, it's, for example, here in Santo Domingo, the city is so big and so many things to do. The people, when they get here, they get overwhelmed if they don't know what to do or where to go. I'm gonna continue with the same example. Like when you are in tourist areas, if you looking for restaurants, you can ask a taxi driver. You can have if you are staying in a hotel, you can ask somebody in the hotel. They will let you know where is an area where you can find a good restaurant. If you're looking for bars, they will let you know where to go to find a good bars. And here in Santo Domingo, it is so big. There is so many different areas where you can go for bar, restaurant, or anything that you need to do. Like you have, for example, Santo Domingo Este, Santo Domingo Norte, Distrito Nacional, Santo Domingo Este, and they all have restaurants, they all have bars, they all have everything. So you really don't know which area you should go to have a good time. The number 4 reason is traffic. And this one is the most common, the people, the one that most people talk about, and the one that immediately when people see it, is turn them off. It is how congested can get, is how people drive here. Well, in Dominican Republic in general, but most of the time here in Santo Domingo, because here is where I believe that is where most of the action is. So people usually when they come, they see it's a lot of traffic. People drive too
Be right back, folks.
crazy, have a lot of motorcycle. They cannot get used to all that, and they immediately, no, Santo Domingo is not for me. And the number 5 reason and the last one is beaches. And most people that move to Dominican Republic or move to an island, they want to be close to a beach. And here in Santo Domingo, the closest beach is Boca Chica, and it's about 45 minutes. Most people that want to move from, especially from a cold weather place, they want to be 10, 15 minutes from the beach, and even better if they are able to walk to the beach. So here, Santo Domingo is not good for that because, like I say, it's about 45 minutes, and then when you get traffic, it takes longer than that. So that is another reason that turns some people off about living in Santo Domingo. So just to summarize, if I didn't mention it before, Santo Domingo is the capital of Dominican Republic, and it's the biggest city that we have. We have around 4 million people here in Santo Domingo, which is almost half of the people of the entire island.
I'm back.
And it is a lot going on here. And a lot of people that coming to move to Dominican Republic, or they either come from a big city and they are tired to live that life of the big city, they don't want that anymore, or they come from a small town in the country where they live and they hate the life of the big city. They trying to get that either. So that's why most people doesn't like Santo Domingo. But if you are somebody that you don't mind all that I mentioned before, and that you like the vibe of Santo Domingo, it is an amazing city to live, and it have a lot going on. It have a lot of things that you can do, and it's
I
good
love
to live
it
here. But I understand also why some people may not like live here in Santo Domingo. Like me myself, of course, the language is not my problem, or navigate is not my problem, but traffic it is. One point before we move over here, traffic, how people drive was one of my.
I'm gonna tell you like this: when it comes to that traffic, yeah, it's terrible. But at the same time, man, I get on the back of a motor concho, nigga. If I'm just needing to go somewhere real quick or whatever, get somewhere, man, by myself, and I ain't got to have no baggage or nothing with me, nigga, I'm jumping on the motor concho, nigga. Fuck that shit, man. I'm talking about 30-minute rides turning into like 10-minute rides on the motor concho, nigga. Cause I'm talking about you fuck around, you look at that shit, and get down the Uber, that shit it take a minute because there's a lot of traffic. You switch that bitch to a motor concho, shit, cut that time damn near in half. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Where Max at? Oh, Max right there. Hold on, Max, you all right? Max, what the hell? What's going on with Max? Oh, now you back. Okay.
Yep.
I was just talking about how basically I was talking about how, you know, she was talking about how the traffic in and shit, and I said shit. I jumped on the Moto Concho last time out there. Most of my fucking Ubering was Moto Concho, nigga. Damn sure did.
It's pretty out there.
And it's very reasonable price. The most I paid going anywhere on a Moto Concho, dog, I think I paid, what was it, $10 to go because I had to go all the way from fucking
You would not catch me on a
Piatini
fucking motorcycle.
Piatini all the way to fucking Via Maya. That shit was like $10.
You would not catch me nowhere on no goddamn motorcycle.
I got on that shit. I got on that shit, nigga.
You are fucking. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You are fucking brave.
Nigga, I did it. I had fun too.
Do you know Dominican Republic is probably the highest in the world when it comes to motorcycle accidents outside of?
I'm
certain
pretty sure,
places?
dog. But I mean, I
Yeah.
had fun, dog.
Yeah, nigga. But hey, I have been in a car and I watched a nigga get in the motorcycle. I was like, yeah. Ever since that shit, I was like, nope, I'm good. I ain't getting fuck that.
I mean, I
don't
didn't
even
know
wanna
about
drive
that.
my own goddamn motorcycle either.
I didn't know about that, but since you telling me this now, I might have to steer away from that shit.
Motherfucker, I told you.
I mean, you know, I had to see for myself, dog.
I told you. I was like,
I had to see for myself, and now that I have experienced it, I'm good.
on Dragon, I was just like, hey, man. Hey, I know you probably want to, save a couple of bucks, man, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It ain't that safe to do that shit. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm being honest with you, man.
He did warn me.
Because goddamn it,
But you had fun, though.
I got the experience of it. I ain't got to do it again. That's just like high diving or some shit, or goddamn doing like
I did that shit.
Okay, it's kind of like jumping out of a plane, nigga. You ain't gotta do that shit one time. I ain't no ever do that.
It's like this. I did that shit in Thailand, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
I ain't never jumping out no plane. Fuck
I
that
would
shit.
never do that shit again because we almost got in the accident. Like the nigga almost got in an accident.
I ain't never doing that shit.
And
nigga, the most I'm gonna do, man, is some parasailing. If that. I ain't never getting up. Hey, if I ain't never getting taller than what I am, nigga. I'm 6'3", nigga. I ain't trying to get no high off the ground than that, nigga. Other than in the play, bitch. I mean, I didn't been in the one, them slides. I don't care. Them slides, that ain't bad. Them slides like at fucking like at Whitewater in Atlanta or the other spot in Florida. Yeah, I do that shit. But like parachute shit, oh the hell no. Kiss my ass. Budget cord shit, kiss my ass, nigga. I'm a true black man. I'm an Afro Latino, but I'm just saying. Afro Latinos don't be doing that shit neither. But back to the tape.
Concerned because I didn't learn how to drive here. I learned how to drive in the United States. So I thought that I will never learn how to drive over here. But now that is not my concern anymore. I learned and now I drive just like another Dominican.
Oh, she actually learned how. She must be an American Dominican. Oh, okay, the plot thickens.
No, she's Dominican.
Yeah, she's Dominican, but she said she learned how to drive in America. So that means she's fucking American Dominican.
No, she's Dominican. Her husband's American.
Oh, so she learned how to drive in America because she went over there and lived with him and learned how to, okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I've been knowing her for a minute.
Oh, you know her?
Yeah, I met her when I was in the Dominican Republic.
Okay, this nigga know everybody.
No, like when this
nigga know everybody.
It's pretty much I've been following her for like.
I feel you. I'm just saying, you know everybody, nigga.
Shit, I've been following her when her shit was like. I think she had like over 100,000 followers now. I've been following her.
No, she got 48,003.
Okay, I was following her when she had only 1,000 followers.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
Faithful,
Mr.
Faithful.
Nice Now she had a nice little ass. I was like, okay, I see you. Then she had pulled that red wing out. I was like, fuck.
Oh, she got a booty on her, man. Dragon is busy over there. I hear you over there, Dragon. Go ahead, nigga.
Push until they let
Oh.
me in. So now I'm good. I'm good with the traffic. I also like it's a slow paced life like the campo, but I like both. I like the city. I like the campo. Like I like to spend time in both places. So this is the most common reason that I see the people
See how
usually
you
leave
can
comments.
tell
So I
that she's Dominican born is her accent is very deep.
It is.
When you have a deep accent like that, it's basically like, especially when it comes to Spanish women, is basically you weren't born in even if you was in America, your accent would be a little bit, especially when you speak in English, it will be a little bit more. You still have the accent, but it will be a little bit more clearer, right?
Yeah.
And so,
I like her accent though. Her
yeah,
accent
love the
is like
accent.
exciting.
Yeah. My
But-
girl learning English. I can't wait till she can speak
But
and some real good sentences. Boy, I know that shit gonna be thick as hell.
but to the brothers, out there, just if you ever come across a girl in Dominican Republic and she don't have that strong accent like that, and she's speaking to you, yeah, she from America, or she was
She been
born in
passed around
Dominican,
by some damn gringos, nigga.
or she was no, she was like she's probably from Dominican Republic, but came to America and probably got deported back to the Dominican Republic. Yeah, like
That could be the case. Yep.
yeah, because it's funny, bro. I have met a lot of females and a lot of dudes who have gotten deported back from the United States in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I ran into a dude at the damn Dominican, the Sazon Latino today when I went to go pick up some pollo guisado and some arroz de marrones with some chicharrones. I went and got some of that today. I saw a dude, he looked like he was black like me, born in America. That mother was Dominican, little motherfucker, dog.
I hear people talking about why they don't like to live here in Santo Domingo. If I forgot to mention any other reason, or you have any other reason why you don't like Santo Domingo, please share it with us in the comment section.
Okay, she done. So yeah, man, we was talking about this passport bro life, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Every time I visit Santo Domingo, man, I have a ball. I have a fucking ball, man. It's just such a nice city. The people are so nice. The people are so they're so welcoming. Like, I remember when me and Max went down there one time before. No, it wasn't me and Max. It was me and them. Was it me and? I'm trying to think. It was me and Max.
It was me.
And-
you
yeah.
asshole.
Yeah, we was at Boca Chica Beach,
Yeah.
and we got to arguing with them cats. They not even confrontational, dog. That shit's crazy. It's like hard to fucking be mad at them. You can
He
be mad
gave
at
me
them
a
because
free. He gave me a free beer because he thought I was gonna fuck him up, and because I was very fucking. He knew I was very fucking mad because I was like, dog. I was like, dog. You was think. I was like, bruh, we could have gone to another spot down. It was literally the next spot over, and we wouldn't have had no fucking problem. But he was so money hungry that he didn't give a fuck how he got the money. And I told him, I was like, bro, I am actually a good fucking tipper. And I
right.
was like, bro, I would not fucking tip you. And he gave me a free beer because he thought I was gonna fuck him up. And my girl who's with me at the time, she knew I was heated.
Mm. Damn.
But yeah, they do that shit because hey, they all making money, man. Shit, hey, Hey, I can't get mad at them how they make their money. You know, I can get mad a little bit, but I can't get mad really. You know, at the end of the day, how they make their money. But I'm like, shit. You know,
Right.
of course they know where the ATM at. That's their homie.
Boy, you stupid. But I want to get into this video too. This is a lady. She's Dominican and she's talking about the cost of living in Santo Domingo. Let's get into a little bit of this.
Welcome back to Purely Walking. It's me, Ellie, again, and today I have an updated 2025 video on the cost of living
That audio shit, I think that's the wind where she's at.
in the Dominican Republic. I did this
Yeah, that's her audio.
video a while back, and so I decided to make an updated version because, of course, as you know, the exchange rate changes and a lot of prices change overall in the Dominican Republic all the time. So I think it is time for you to learn about the cost of living in the Dominican Republic and make yourself a nice little budget so you can see if with what you earn, you can live comfortably here in the DR. I live in Santo Domingo, so for references, I'll be using prices of the capital city of the DR. And the day that I am filming this video, the exchange rate for the dollar is of about 63 pesos per every dollar. All right, guys, without further ado, here goes your budget for 2025 to live here in Dominican Republic.
This was 2 months ago, by the way.
The first and most important thing is obviously housing, which takes up a huge chunk of most people's budget. Housing here in Santo Domingo is some of the most expensive real estate in the country, and so you can get different tiers of housing.
Currently, the exchange rate is $1 for 58.81862.
Damn, that shit dropped. No
That shit
wonder
dropped
why.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, man.
That shit
No.
dropped.
Damn it.
No wonder what, man.
But that shit been teeter-tottering between 57 and like 61 for the past like what year?
Man, no wonder why my shit, man. Now it's been oh, I can tell you right now. Hold on.
Ain't that a bitch?
I know, right? That shit dipped quick. That shit dipped real quick. But I'm gonna tell you, man, when I finally get to the point where I want to put a down payment on something over there, I'm gonna wait till that exchange rate get real nice. I'm like, here you go. I'm gonna time that bitch perfectly.
Yo, I ain't gonna bullshit, yo. That's why my that's why my girl been kind of like, yo. I'm like, you know, like this ain't
okay.
This ain't enough, baby. I'm like, shit. I'm over here like, make it enough.
My girl ain't got to that point yet, man. I'm just.
I ain't realized the exchange rate was 58. Hey, my friend.
Depending on obviously how high end or low end you want to go. On the low end of the spectrum here in Santo Domingo, there are a few lower end neighborhoods where you can get rent from $200 and below. The mid-tier range ranges.
You going $200? Your ass is in the fucking barrio, bitch.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Hell
You in the
no,
fucking.
ain't
You
no
ain't
way.
got. You ain't goddamn Santo Domingo Este, nigga.
So I'm salty. So in March and April, she wasn't asking me for nothing like that. Then when May hits, then I looked, I just seen how big that fucking dip, man. It took a fucking dive in April to May, bro. It went from 63 all the way down to, yeah, it went from 63 all the way down to 58 and a half. I'm like, fuck you, bro.
So that's why she been kind of complaining lately.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh shit, that's like what? That is damn near 5 pesos less per dollar. I'm like, fuck me. That's funny.
Yep. That is shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
from about $300 to $600
That's where you want to be. 300 to 600. I say about 450.
per month for rent.
I mean, you live there, man. 450 will get you a pretty good looking apartment, right? 450
See,
a month.
now, what she's talking about when it comes to it all depends what part of Santo Domingo you're trying to live at. If you're trying to live closer to more, say you're trying to live closer more on the bougie side, that's more like 6 to 1,000.
Okay.
If you're trying to live, near, Zona Colonial, depends on, you're looking at between 4 to 7.
Man, I just
on the
found me a
outer
safe spot in
skirts.
Villa Maya, man.
If you're looking,
Shit.
if you're on the
Start
outskirts, and if you're like kind of like in the outskirts, so like probably about no traffic, about 15 minutes out from Santo Domingo, from the center
Mhm.
point, you
Yeah.
could find a nice spot. And if it's just 2 people, you can find a nice spot for between 150 to $200.
Damn.
All right.
I'll probably get out in the outskirts anyway.
And
I just need
so,
to be
but
close enough to I just need to be close enough to a fucking grocery store.
and so it all depends.
Bodega.
Now, what is starting to seems to me, the further out, like an example in a country, which is starting to seem the country part, like example in the mountain areas where me and my girl is at, it's a little bit it's kind of a tad bit more expensive. It's starting to seem because a lot of shit got to be shipped in, and so the price of diesel does come in mind. But besides that, you could get away if you're a man, you are a bachelor. It depends on how dope. If you want a really nice dope spot, 500. You spend 500, get you a nice 1-bedroom balcony and all that shit.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
Hell,
Like 500. No more than 600 at the most.
and I'm talking about I'm talking about like a bachelor pad dope spot. Like
That's
you
what I'm
could get
saying. No more than 600. That's top. I ain't gonna pay no more than 600.
you could get a penthouse. For what I have looked at, you could get a penthouse suite for like about $600 a month,
That's all right though.
and fully
That's
furnished.
good.
I found a fully furnished penthouse, $600 a month.
Had a
Skyline
remote
view.
IT. Yep. Had a remote IT job with the goddamn e-commerce store.
Had a jacuzzi in it, everything, and the dude wanted $550 including with the utilities. Everything came out to like $600. Right
That's
there, your everything in your home is taken care of with $600. You probably spend $100 for cell phone and internet.
Okay.
But for the internet, I'm gonna just say like this: with the internet they have down there, which you're going to get with Claro, because you're not a citizen there yet. You're not until you get some rapport with Claro, or like that's the company I use. Like I'm a gamer, and I'm gonna say this: I game with my homie from Santo Domingo all the way to the servers were in Wisconsin servers, basically the Midwest servers. I had no lag, so you're gonna get fast, high, like you're gonna get really good internet service. But you can only get a certain limit because you're not really a citizen yet.
Yeah.
But besides that, man, you could get. I'm for real. To you single guys out there, you can get away $800, all your expenses taken care of. You just stack the rest of your money, just save it, hit up Dragon liquidity pools and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I was sure to fuck tell you to leverage your crypto so that way you can take profits at certain points in times, and then you can, come on. Now,
if you like try to do the bachelor shit like I was doing, like in 14 type of shit, like shit, you could be a regular in the nightlife, especially a younger dude. You could be a regular in the nightlife. Thursday through Saturday, Sunday, regular nightlife, always bottles, VIP, all of that shit. 3 days a week, nigga, you won't even hit $300.
Right.
So you can get away having a great time of your life, $1,500 a month.
You just, I want to tell you, thank you, Max, because you just put extra fuel to the fire for me to get my certifications that I'm working on, just so that way I can make sure that I land something extra that'll make sure things are good. So I appreciate that. Thank you for that, dude. That added extra fuel for me to do my shit.
I'll buy me a spot down there, my nigga.
Hey, Drake.
Cost like $80 goddamn a night, dog. And fucking make that shit 2 weeks, man.
Yup.
So Dragon, you remember? Oh shit, this is funny, Dragon. Remember, I think it was last week we were talking about, we was talking about business we could do down in Dominican Republic and shit.
Yes, sir.
Guess what I found? Like literally that, because we was talking about on the podcast. You was like, hold on, Max, you shut up real quick. You shut up, Max. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? My bad. I'm giving away the tea. Literally, I went on a live on TikTok later on. I met a woman who has a internet service down there and who could give us data.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about that off
True Blue Book gentlemen, people. You hear that? True Blue Book gentlemen, people talking about starting up businesses.
Because I was telling her, I was just like, shit. I was like, fuck. I was like, fucking with us. I'm like, shit. Well, I was like, we're gonna use data. All right, we're gonna use a shitload of data. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
We might just be your. I told her, I was like, it's a possibility. Shit, we might just be your only customer that you need. If you give us the data like that, I'm like, shit, hell yeah. I'm like, shit. I was like, how much you getting for them? Fuck them. I'll give you the money each month.
Man, because I'm literally understanding how Bitcoin is not only made, how transactions are done, ledger systems are being built. That's why I get extra giddy when it comes to the XRP ledger, because that's the first ledger that I started to learn how to build on before I started, going into deeper areas. And it's like, I get this shit. So us utilizing that over there, and then what we can do, bruh.
See,
but we'll talk more about that off stream.
And so also, fellas, let this be a learning lesson. One thing Kevin Samuels said that hit a lot of motherfuckers hard in their chest, and it was hard for them niggas to swallow it. It was when Kevin Samuels said, how be useful to the group? How can you be useful to the group?
Yep.
It's like I had a dude trying to clown me because I'm learning how to do I'm learning how to basically put solar systems together by myself.
Dude, do you know that's free fucking energy? Do you know what that can do with the? Never mind. We'll talk about this shit off of what's it called.
And so
that right there, dude.
I mean, any house you buy over there in DR, because of how the sun is over there, that bitch. Put some fucking solar cells on the roof of that bitch.
So basically,
it's the business that we're talking about, bro.
Oh, I know.
So basically, I'm trying to here's what I'm like. I know how to do everything for a solar system now. Like I can put that shit together. What I'm currently learning right now is how to do the hybrid shit. What the hybrid shit is basically having you having you getting energy off the grid and on the grid at the basically you're getting solar energy and you're
You're double
also using the
tapping.
grid at the same time. So
Right.
basically you
At
don't
the
have
same
no
time.
hiccups when it comes to electricity.
So no blackout.
That and eventually
No
you can
blackouts.
you can eventually sell energy back to say, never mind. I'm talking too much. Let
Yep,
me
you
shut up.
sure can.
This-
Well,
I already know. I
basically,
know what you're talking. I already know what you're talking about.
Well, see-
Brian.
Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
so,
Let's,
well, see,
let's just,
basically
let's network
how it will be set up is that we won't sell. We won't sell.
No.
You know,
Not
you
on
could
here.
take
Not
over
on here.
any. You know, you could take over any industry in the DR if you don't have the same problems that other stores have or businesses, which is blackout
well-
every now and then.
Yeah.
Let's
So-
talk about this off stream.
he
That
Well,
way,
and so
that way
won't
nobody picks
listen.
up on the idea.
well, and so it's just you know, I'm learning shit because I'm like, hey, you gotta figure out a way how to be useful. You gotta figure out a way, and so that's the problem.
Mhm.
Where I'm I'm gonna go back to you, bitch ass niggas. Y'all niggas ain't useful for shit. Ain't useful for shit. Like it's so funny because I'm like,
And see,
shit.
Shane,
I already got a distributor.
Damn.
And I ain't haven't done shit yet, bitch. I already got a distributor.
Mm-mm.
I
that's
will
how it
plug.
works.
I will plug his shit. I'm gonna plug his shit one of these days on here for you bitch ass.
Yeah,
niggas.
once stuff gets going, plug him in.
But no, he already got a business. This is one of my old mentors and everything. Not really old. It was just nigga. I was fresh out of jail and I ain't know shit about life. And this motherfucker, goddamn, like a fucking brand new baby, nurtured me into the man I am today. And shit.
He didn't rock you bye, did he, Deuce?
Nah, that nigga damn sure made me sure it was he made me it was the first time I was ever really held fucking accountable for my actions. This nigga
Okay.
made me walk 9 miles.
Damn.
Damn. Nigga.
I've walked a long ways before. I know how that shit is. I've walked 10 miles before straight.
No, I walked 9 miles in dress shoes, nigga.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, nigga.
No, I had tennis shoes on, but god damn, dog. I bet your feet were humming, nigga, when you got back to the crib. I know your feet was humming.
I was fucking pissed off. I'm gonna be real with you. I was fucking pissed off the first 3 miles that I was going to swing on this nigga when I see him.
And then that pain took over.
It was because of the fact that, and that's why I have a problem with bitch ass niggas, because it was a bitch ass niggas that snitched on me because of the fact that I fucked his car up. I fucked his fender up. I just did not know how to explain this shit. We got drunk and joyriding his car and shit and was doing stupid shit. Yeah, we got drunk and joyride. Goddamn bitch ass white boy spilled the goddamn beans, and then he ain't even his fucking homeboy. And I told him, and whenever I see that motherfucker, I was just like, hey man, I always knew you had a fucking problem with me, you just never said it. And I was like, you have no balls as a fucking man, dude.
Ooh.
And the reason why I say you have no balls as a fucking man is the fact that why the fuck would you hang out with somebody you don't fucking like?
That sounds like that simp at my job.
I was like, why the fuck would you even want to be? I was like, I know why. It's because deep down inside, you are a lonely fuck. You can't make friends organically. You can't be the man organically, so you have to make sure you take out your competition you make sure you take out your competition not in a clean way, but in a dirty way. I was like, yo, that's fucked up. But hey, you really can't build a house of dreams on other people's miseries. So good luck in life. Yeah. Funny thing is, he wound up unaliving himself.
Damn. God damn, man.
Hey, sometimes we call the motherfucker out. You call that was like that was like 7 years later. Because we were like, it was our homie Nicky. He was like, "Hey, you remember that white dude? The one who had a problem with you while we was up there in New York?" I was like, "Oh shit, yeah." He was like, "Yeah, man, that motherfucker, he killed himself." I was like, "Damn." Oh well.
No.
Oh, he was a piece of shit. He was a piece of shit. I have no sympathies for him. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for helping us by reducing your carbon. Appreciate it. I have no sympathies for fuckers like that.
Damn.
You,
let you know how serious that shit is.
Oh my! I cried 2 tears of piss for him. I'm serious, dude. Like,
yes,
yeah, like I'm serious, dude. Like when it comes to shitty people, I could be pretty. When it comes to shitty people, I could be pretty fucking heartless. I will give to. It was like that Brandon dude on TikTok. I told him how I felt one time on live. I told him how I felt. I was like, bro, I was like, dudes like you ain't safe. I was like, bro, here's the funny thing about it. I was like, dudes like you, Brandon, you're not safe around me, bro. I was like, because your bullshit would go so far with certain people until they're gonna start pressing you on your shit.
They'll find out the motherfucking truth.
I was like, Brandon, you talking about holes in my stories? I was like, nigga,
yeah,
you are pandering for fucking women on the internet for fucking money, and at the same time talking about you want a better black community. And I was
that's ass backwards.
And I was like, bro, I was like, as a motherfucker who's supposed to be honest, you cannot sit here and say that the women now today are fucking doing good. I was like, because they're not. I was like, bruh, we're almost in a fucking. I was like, dog, we're so much. I was like, society right now, we are so fucked up right now. We're in a birth and decline. A serious,
that
major
birth rate is low as fuck.
To where Japan is the first country that is taxing single people. Japan just became the first country to tax people who are single.
The birth rate in America is currently below the replacement rate of 2.1 children per woman, indicating a decline in population growth. In 2024, the birth rate for teenagers aged 15 to 19 was 12.7 births per 1,000 women, a record low, while the birth rate for women aged 20 to 24 also reached a record low of 56.7 births per 1,000 women. Overall, there was a 1% increase in U.S. births in 2024.
Do you see? Y'all seen the game though, right?
Damn.
Y'all seen the game though, right? But y'all see it though.
What's the game?
The game is that they want slaves.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're in a birthing decline.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they let all these illegal immigrants in this bitch, knowing that they will never become citizens? Not only they will never become citizens, but they won't have no political. They won't have no political power. They can't. They can't really discuss their problems in a public square. Can't vote.
No. I mean, we know that because the Democratic Party, who is the founders of slavery, they, want to open up the borders so they can have, pretty much legalized slavery.
And so what they're going to use is the bourbon decline to allow these motherfuckers in. But what's going to happen is, all actuality, they're going to be undercutting you too. But see, the problem is that what we're like, dude. Do you see all these homeless fucking people we have?
A lot of fucking homeless people.
We have a lot of fucking homeless people, bro, and like this, we gotta let the truth be told, bro. At the end of the day, man, technology is outrunning a lot of people. It's gonna outrun us one day. Like literally, like the basic level of IQ for certain for certain jobs have raised. Like the bare minimum IQ you need to operate, like example, places like McDonald's have risen over the past years. Even McDonald's got machinery now. Even McDonald's got heavy duty equipment now, nigga. Well, yeah, man. But that was it. That was it. That was all you had for that, Sean?
No, I mean I was gonna, continue playing this video. So hold on.
In
that bitch is kind of a bore.
I know, man.
Neighborhood. And if you want to go on the higher end and go for a good neighborhood or an apartment building with lots of amenities or even a big house or something like that, you are looking at $800 or more, depending on the size, the amenities you get. For example, right here, this is an average building, but it is in a very good neighborhood. I highly doubt that you can get something like this for less than $700 to $800, depending obviously on how many bedrooms it has. This is a building that is not so modern, so I'm guessing it doesn't have a lot of modern amenities. But just because
let's skip ahead.
So we're going to go by the way of the gasoline cost. Here, if you travel around and you don't live that far away from where you are, going around places or working, you're planning to spend about $130 to $160 per month on gasoline. That's on average. Of course, there are places here in Santo Domingo that if you live further away, or if you live like in the outskirts.
Shit, I spend that shit in a week and a half, if not less than that.
Of the Santo Domingo, the greater Santo Domingo area, you might spend more.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Huge.
I'm gonna be. Why y'all saying, hey, they ain't bad? I'm gonna be real with you guys. It's fucking terrible. That gas is high. That is terrible.
It is high. I have seen it. I have seen it. Last time I was there, that shit was $4 a gallon.
Yeah,
because it was like 200 and something pesos.
Well, it's 200. It's 200. No, that's a liter. 283 a liter.
Okay, so it was $4 and something.
Actually, you know what? No, my bad. That is a gallon. My bad. That is a gallon. I'm thinking. Remember, they do have propane.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking about propane by liter.
You know what's crazy? I saw, because Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic, period. The mile is kilometers, and they go, their speedometers say that shit on it. But what they've been doing? I've been seeing I saw that shit in Serena when I was down there, as well as in Nacional, Supermercado. They had some shit by the pound, like fruits and shit. They'll sell them bitches by the pound. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
So
yeah,
it's like some of these countries are they're just weird. Like Dominican Republic has a lot of similarities towards Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
Like example, Thailand, they drive like Dominican Republic and Thailand, they drive on the right side of the road like we do.
Okay.
The problem is they go by the metric system too.
Okay.
But they also go by the pound on certain shit. On certain on certain items like food, Like some places they will have it, you know, the kilogram, but some places they will have by the pound. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Man, that's crazy.
And so, but you gotta also remember some of these places, like in Europe too, you know, like people speak multiple languages.
Yeah.
Like, because the United States is such the shit, we really never really need to learn nobody else's languages as long as we're a dominant power.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
You'll find somebody that speak English somewhere.
Well, it's English is the language of money.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the dominant
Just
power.
go wherever you at, go wherever the affluent people at, and you'll find somebody speaking English.
Well, you see how much you see. You ever see this Chinese dude on LCD signs?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, that motherfucker.
Tony,
cool, bro. Tony,
You talking about Tony?
I'm talking about Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Gay.
What's up, homie? I'm Tony.
So he's actually in China.
Yeah, Tony.
But because he does all his trades inside, you see how good English that dude, how great of like that dude speaks English pretty fucking well. He actually speaks English so good he could do different accents.
Yeah, he can, and he be nailing this shit.
He be nailing shit.
Almost makes you want to buy one of them signs for no fucking reason.
Yeah. He be like,
just because he that fucking good.
He's like, I'm Josh, I'm Tristan, and I'm David, and we are gay. You gay.
Gay as fuck. Now, with this sign.
I remember that shit.
Yeah.
I like how he did the Trump. The Trump impressions were like cold as fuck. Or when he spoke fluent fucking German, bro. Fluent German. No fucking breaks. And sounded German too. Like, well, damn. Okay.
He spoke Spanish too.
That good.
Yeah, he fucking good. And so, because English is the money of language, it's the language of money, bro.
Yeah,
you got yeah. He speaks Spanish also. Yep, that show was funny. And I think I also heard him speak Tagalog. Well, yeah, anywhere in this world, you're gonna find somebody who speaks English.
Yeah,
I've been in the deep part of the deep part of Laos, and I met a motherfucker who was a teacher who spoke English.
Well, that's good.
The craziest shit was he actually spoke 3 different other languages.
Damn.
He spoke German and French. Fucking weird. But yeah. Yeah. But that was it. Sean, you sound like you get tired there.
Pretty much, man. I just was showing like some of the price differences and stuff in different. I'm just gonna go real quickly through this shit.
And there are a lot of traffic jams. As you can see behind me, the traffic is a little bit crazy. So, and for health insurance, and you can get a very modest plan for about $50 a month per car. You can expect to pay around $50 a month. And if you want a whole entire full plan for car insurance, you're going to expect to pay double that amount.
Most people that I know of pay between $50 and $90 per month. Those are people that have at least one air conditioner unit in their home and only turn it on at night.
You know how much money I'm
go
gonna save?
out, get yourself something to eat, get a little drink with your friends every month.
I'm out.
Average for a small family of about.
And the horse they rode.
What is
the electricity?
Yeah, because she's doing Santo Domingo.
3 members, and that's the basic food necessities. No caviar, okay? So just basic groceries can cost you about that much. A little less, a little more, depending on where you shop.
This is per month.
And what
Now
type of things do you usually?
the groceries,
It varies
you
too.
can. It varies too, but you can get groceries
For
cheap
less than that.
if you learn, like, if you basically learn how to, like, you gotta learn how to shop. Like, you gotta learn, like, example,
Yeah, all
those
your
street
fruits and
cart,
them street carts. Yeah, I was just about to
yeah,
say that shit.
them guys who be driving around. You have guys who drive around with produce. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna be real with you guys. I like lemonade. I like making lemonade. I like lemons, for my fish and all that shit. You could get limes and lemons for 2 cents. I mean, sorry, 2 pesos per lime. That's not even a fraction of a cent. Well, actually, it's 1 cent. About 1 cent, yeah. No, it's less. It's a half of a cent. So yeah, half of a cent, you could get a lime. So you can get cheap produce, but you're not buying it at the grocery store. The grocery store is they're always marking up they're always gonna mark up the price because they have a more of a stricter quality control when it comes to their produce and shit. That's where everywhere in the world you're gonna go. So if you also, make sure you go grocery, like, get some of your produce off of the street, you'll be straight. I ain't telling you go to the Haitians, but I'm telling you, there's motherfuckers driving around in pickup trucks with fruit and shit.
Man, I saw so many people selling plantains, man, when I was down there. The green, the yellow, they selling coconuts. You know what I'm saying? Selling all kind of damn shit off the damn
Now,
cart.
the dope shit is whenever you start if you're gonna do a little travel, say like you want to go from Santo Domingo to Santiago, on that road during the day, there are stands with fresh produce. They have stands with fresh produce, and it's basically on the honor system. So you just grab the fruit, grab what you want, and you just put your money in there. Which is dope as fuck.
Yeah,
it's dope because it basically shows that you have a little bit of a culture that's not going to rob somebody like somebody in the United States will. Like, motherfucker will try to rob somebody of a fucking apple just because they feel like they could do it.
Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it because I'm starting to get sleepy, and I know I've been now.
yeah, we've been going about 2 hours, man. It's about time to go, man. I'm just gonna finish this video up, then we're gonna call it a day, man.
Shit.
Bye.
So, all
right, Dragon.
Okay.
All right, peace out,
bro.
Dragon.
All right, take care, y'all.
Yes, sir.
$40 for a good amount of Wi-Fi and also cable. Now, take into account that if you have multiple TVs in the home, they're gonna charge
that shit is about the same in America. My shit like 53 for my Wi-Fi.
Do a little bit more for each cable box that you acquire.
This still pales in comparison to the bills you have in America.
Well, it's the reason
that budget
why
is very doable.
The reason why it's more expensive is because it's just they're on the island and we're basically kind of like inland, you would say, and so it's just a lot of shit is going to be a little bit more just because honestly, it's the infrastructure of Dominican Republic really severely needs to be updated to be like basically how the Dominican Republic infrastructure is basically up to date 60s, late 60s United States infrastructure.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's still a lot of spots where they don't have actual fucking roads.
Yeah, I can get that.
Like
I can get that.
Actual on my way to my house and Jacapacoa, there's no. I have about 3 miles with half of the road.
Damn.
Half of the road is asphalt and the other half is dirt.
Damn.
Yeah. And fucked up part about it's the main route.
And it's one lane?
They haven't there's a fucking bridge that they need to fucking update and they haven't done this shit. And they've been supposed to do it for years.
Damn.
Because it's narrow as fuck, dude. Dude, if I me and the 18-wheeler here, I couldn't fit me and the car cannot be on there at the same time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Let's finish this shit up, man. Let's finish this shit up.
When it comes to your cell phone plan, there are also plenty of options to choose from. I would say an average price that you can expect to pay for a good cell phone plan that includes enough minutes and enough gigs of data for the month would be around $35.
A Dominican budget would not be complete without some money set aside for el salón, mi amor, the hair, the grooming. If you go to the salon once a week, you can expect to pay an average of $50 per month. Here, obviously, in the country, this type of service is not as expensive as in, say, the United States, for example. Most women, regardless of where they live or how much they earn, go to the salon.
If you add up all of the expenses that I mentioned, your monthly budget will come up to just under $1,800 per month. Now, take into account that if you have additional people in your home,
my shit ain't that. I can tell you, my shit way above that being in America. But anyway, that's it, folks. Just wanted to show that real quick, man. Hey, it's getting late. We've been on here 2 hours. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. Max, you got any ending quotes, man? End of the show shit. You got nothing to say, man?
Konnichiwa, bitches.
What?
Turn on cellular suppression.
What more do you want from me?
All right, folks. Well, I think that says it all.
Coming out, y'all.
Appreciate you. Holla.
Peace.